Hello there, Biggy D Man. This is in response to your redneck video contest. I ain't too much of an actor or nothing like that, but I do live here in East Texas, and I'm just a little offended that you might think that rednecks ain't so bright. Now, I want to tell you just a little bit about my family tree, which might qualify me to be a redneck. We is from Arkansas. And my granny, when she first married a man by the name of Zodi, and she had several children over the years. She had several boys and a couple of girls. Well, it got to the point that Zodi, he went on to meet his maker. He died. Well, after a little while, after the proper grieving time went by, my granny married again, and she married a man by the name of Van. And Van, you see, here's the sticky part. Van was Zodi's nephew. So my grandmother married her nephew by marriage. So here's where it gets a little more complicated. You see, all of my dad's brothers are really his half-brothers, but then they also are his first cousins. That's a little bit redneck, if you ask me. So when I began to look at all my uncles, I don't know whether they are my uncles or if they are my second cousins twice removed. I just can't tell. So I just call them Uncle Cousin Zodi, and Uncle Cousin Jack, and Uncle Cousin Billy Bob, and Uncle Cousin Jerry Bob, and Uncle Cousin Larry Bob, and Uncle Cousin Billy Bob, and all them other uncles and cousins as well. But just cause we was rednecks, and just cause we come from Arkansas and I'm here in East Texas, it don't mean that we're dumb. You see, my uncle, cousin, Billy Bob, called over to my, he knew that it was my Uncle Jerry Bob's birthday. Well, he called the FBI on my Uncle Cousin Jerry Bob, and he says to the FBI, Jerry Bob has hidden marijuana in his firewood. And so the next day, the FBI come crashing in on Jerry Bob's place over there with guns a-blazing, and they had hatchets and axe and mauls and sledgehammers and wedges and all kind of equipment, and they began to bust up all of the wood there on his place. Well, late that evening, Uncle Cousin Billy Bob, calls over to my Uncle Cousin Jerry Bob's house, and he says to him, Jerry Bob, did the FBI come to your house today? And Jerry Bob said they sure enough did, and they tore up all of the whole bunch of stuff over here. And Billy Bob says to Jerry Bob, well, did they cut all your firewood for you? And Jerry Bob said they sure did. And Billy Bob says, well, happy birthday. Now, don't that show that us rednecks ain't so dumb after all? Biggy D, I hope that maybe you'll make a journey down here to East Texas, and we'll show you a good old time. We will barbecue us a possum, and we'll have some possum and grits, and we'll have some corn pone and all kinds of good stuff. So you come on down. It's almost time for the Jamboree, where we choose the Jamboree Queen. She is the queen of the sweet potatoes. I hope you'll come, and we'll have a good old time. Take care, Biggy D Man.